Welcome to The Explainer, where we break down big ideas. And today, we are diving into one of the most famous poems in the English language, Lord Byron's She Walks in Beauty. So Lord Byron kicks things off with his absolutely iconic image, right? It's a comparison that has captivated readers for literally centuries. But it also raises an immediate and really fascinating question. I mean, what does that really mean? Is he talking about darkness, mystery, or something else entirely? Well, in this explainer, we're going to peel back the layers of this masterpiece to find out. So, to get to the bottom of this, we're going to look at it from a few different angles. What beauty like the night actually means, the outer portrait he paints, how that reflects the soul, then we'll check out Byron's poetic toolkit, and wrap up with why it's such a timeless ideal. Let's get started. All right, first up, beauty like the night. Let's really dig into this opening simile, because what does it actually mean to compare someone's beauty to the night? Okay, so the key here, and this is super important, is that Byron isn't talking about just any night. He's not talking about a dark, spooky, moonless night. No, he's being very specific. He's talking about a clear, starlit night. So her beauty isn't about darkness, it's about this calm, mysterious, luminous quality. It's radiant, but in a totally serene way. And what's really cool is how he immediately sets up this contrast. Check it out. He rejects the gaudy day. He's basically saying the bright, showy, almost tacky light of the sun has nothing on her. For Byron, her real beauty is found in the tender light of the night. It's softer, gentler, more heavenly. So this is the core idea of the whole poem right here. Her beauty isn't just dark, and it isn't just bright. It's this perfect, almost impossible union of opposites. It's the harmony you get when, as he says, all that's best of dark and bright come together in one person. Okay, next up, the outer portrait. Now let's see how Byron takes this big, general idea and starts to zoom in, moving from that overall impression to her specific features. So he points to her raven tresses. And think about that word choice. He doesn't just say black hair, raven. That gives you this amazing image of wavy, glossy, super shiny black hair, right? Like the feathers of a raven. It perfectly continues that theme of light within the dark. And then he says her beauty is in perfect harmony. I mean, this is such a powerful thought. It's a delicate balance. It's so perfect that if you added even one shade more or took away a single ray of light, it would actually impair it. It would ruin the whole thing. This perfect balance is what creates what he calls a nameless grace. You know what that is? It's that kind of overwhelming charm and elegance that you can't quite put your finger on. There's no single word for it. It's a beauty you feel just as much as you see. Okay, section 3, the soul's reflection. Now, this is where we get to the absolute heart of the poem. This is where Byron makes his big move, connecting her outer beauty to her inner world. And here's the line that does it. Thoughts serenely sweet express how pure, how dear their dwelling place. This is the pivot point of the whole poem. He's saying her calm, sweet thoughts are actually physically expressed on her face. Her beauty isn't a mask, it's a direct reflection of her pure soul. And that word, dwelling place, it's a beautiful metaphor, isn't it? It's her mind, her soul. That's the home where her pure, noble thoughts live. So because that inner home is so good and pure, her face, her outer appearance, can't help but reflect it. So her face basically becomes a window to her soul. It's completely transparent. You can see it all just by looking at her. A mind at peace, an innocent heart, calm thoughts, her smile, the glow on her cheek, all of it is just the visible evidence of a good and virtuous life. All right, section 4, Byron's poetic toolkit. So how does he pull this off? How does he create something so powerful? Let's, look under the hood a bit and check out the craft behind the masterpiece. Man, Byron is using a whole range of literary devices here. You've got the simile that kicks the whole thing off, like the night. Then there's antithesis, which is just a fancy word for combining opposites, like dark and bright. We just talked about the metaphor of the dwelling place for the soul. And he even uses personification, giving human abilities to things that aren't human, saying her thoughts express themselves. And it's not just the words. The poem's very structure backs this all up. You've got these 3 neat 6-line stanzas. The rhyme scheme is a super consistent A-B pattern, and the meter, iambic tetrameter, just gives it this steady musical flow. It all works together to create this feeling of perfect balance and harmony. The way the poem is built literally mirrors what it's about. So cool. Okay, last section, a timeless ideal. Let's pull it all together and ask the big question. What is the enduring message here? Why are we still talking about this poem 200 years later? So when you boil it all down, the core message is this. True beauty isn't just a fair face. For Byron, it's the harmony of a good soul and a fair face. Physical attractiveness only becomes real, lasting beauty when it's powered by a peaceful mind and an innocent heart. They're two sides of the same coin. And you have to realize, this idea challenges so much of how we think about beauty today. It pushes back against the whole beauty is only skin-deep idea. It questions superficial attractiveness. Byron is basically saying you can't separate physical and moral qualities. Beauty without goodness, without inner peace, to him, that's not really beauty at all. Which, leaves us with one final thought to chew on. In a world that's so full of filters and fleeting trends, a world of carefully curated images, what can this 200-year-old ideal of beauty possibly teach us today?